Good morning. Welcome to Sunday morning coffee, number something or other. Today, loads now. Tilt a bit. See my little t-shirt. It's got a frog and a capybara. Mm. So I've got loads to show off today. It's been an interesting week, which we'll get into. Heavy World War II content on this one. Also, I was at Britcon yesterday, and for its first time in Leicester, and brain. Just thinking, I didn't advertise this everywhere. It's fine. People will find me probably. So I was at Britcon yesterday, and I have a very cool haul from Britcon to show you. I've got updates on the Kickstarter. I've got some painted things to show you, and I've got some books. Whee! Mug of the day. Mug of the day. It's Grace Petrie because I'm gonna go see her later. Yes, so excited. Every time I see her, she makes me very, very. So I remember booking it and going, that's a few days before my Kickstarter launches, so I'll probably need it. That was correct. Yay, thank you. Yes, made by Katie, who may be in the chat. Who knows? Sometimes it's here. I have a nice anecdote actually. So Katie makes all of these with the Nuts Against Transphobia and the illegal lesbian key rings. So if you've been at a show lately, I've probably been handing them out. Katie's been handing them out. And I've got loads of spare ones. I realised they're on all of my stuff, and I was awkwardly paying for something in Waterstones in the week. What's this book that's here? Because I was taking ages, the checkout person realised that I'd kind of just got all these clanking key rings everywhere and went, oh, what are these? They were amazing. So I said, I think I've got some spare. Couldn't find the spare, couldn't find my Waterstones card over. And they went, just have them off my bag. And they were super happy and like, yeah, and I had a little chat about it. Like, yeah, nice little part of the day. I liked that. Um, so where shall I begin? I've got a bit of a mane going on, but that's all right. It's okay. Just gonna have a bit of coffee. Actually, I didn't just get out of bed. I was exhausted after Britcon, and I'm still got that like. I was only there a few hours. I don't know. I've got no. It's the energy of busy rooms. I think it's getting worse. I don't know if it's age or if I'm just being more aware of it. But if I go anywhere where there's it's background noise, so socializing all day is not too bad with like a few people or something. But yeah, at things like conventions or just busy places like pubs where there's loads of chat going on, it's like the processing energy of trying to keep the conversation or something. um Afterwards I'm just like I've run a marathon or something. Andy was bored of me saying how tired I was last night when I came in. Because I was just in shock. I was just kind of stuck on the sofa going, I should probably eat. And then I put some food on and went, I don't know if I can be bothered to eat. So what did I purchase? What did I purchase? So I found a new to me company that were kind of my main highlight obviously is F for Freddy, who I've got this massive haul from. But I did find that I had some new people. Um, so I'm really intrigued by this. When I thought I'd seen every single collection of stones, stones and mini leaf and tea and all that sort of stuff. Um, these are really nice. So I was like, yes, I am getting these. So they're called Pemberley's Scenics. Yes. The stand looks really nice as an aside as well, because I think their uh, main industry is like woodworky things. Um, they said they've been going, but because I know all of these things are just they're the same various rocks, whatever. But that's the point as a hobbyist. It's the convenience of just getting it, and getting it where it's not got bugs on as well. Barry Island sand on it. Got loads of bits here. So getting around. Me, everyone is gravel, whatever. So it is got a bit of colour in. I think these are going to be really good for my because it's rock, things that might crumbled down that it'd have paint on. So there's little bits of them. It's just nice. Quite nice. I get a lot. 200 pay for all these, but I'm not an influencer. Yeah, I just went, these are ace. So I've got these little stones. Things everywhere. Those stones. I got sandstone. Oh, mic cuts out. I don't know what is going on with this. I don't know. Just pretend that I say something really cool if it cuts out. Blue slates. And again, it's got the bits of white or creaminess on them, which is going to look really good on my bottomed out building. Some smaller sandstone, same thing, just got a bit of intrigue in. Then maybe the mic's freaking out by me going, woo. And it was free for £10, which was very good. So I got 6, obviously. Forest floor. So these, as always, these are always with me in mind, doing my dioramas. Obviously, basing is very good too. But I'm thinking, because the main mix I use, I've got a mega mix for when I just need loads of stuff to make my big dioramas. I've got a mixture of Javis in there, and enough to tone the in the saturation. That's it. Wake up. So looking for a bit more natural. So like for the foreground, I may well, I can't really see it. I may well then go and load more afterwards, but I thought for now it was ran out. they did some water activated resin thing as well for no issue. That was really good for making scenic cubits, and that's cool, but it was not my current thing, because I'm more of buying stuff that other people make. Why is I just don't understand. I am going to have to start using OBS, aren't I, so I can tinker with things. But I don't know why. There's no reason. Like, all the equipment is fine, and we have an insano internet. It might have, maybe the crumply noise was getting to it. Sorry. High tech Annie's stream. Also, Jazz. Hey. It's still not great though. Sound was the most important thing, as we learned through my darkness stream. Now I'm trying to be quiet with it. Another thing I'm very intrigued is the moss texture paint set. I'll open it and then it won't be crumpling. So they, if you put, because I can't really drop links, but if you put there, whoop, hemberleyscenics.co.uk. You go somewhere. So yeah, this is mixed with glue or something. No, paint and texture basically. But they had some demonstrations of what it looked like, and I thought, oh, so even though I'm not doing my own terrain at the moment, because I'm just jazzing up stuff I've got, this I thought, so they're these little tubs that they do, and you just dab them on, and it just looks like moss, and so you get the different tones. So I went, oh yes, getting some of that. So I was thinking things like the more basic, like some of the pre-printed terrain, or maybe like some of the Gale Force 9 stuff where it doesn't have tons of detail and could just do with a little zhuzhing up. I thought I could just put a little bit of moss around like windowsills. I need to spend just like an afternoon or doing that with a lot of my stuff, just with also putting like bits of flock and tuft on them, because it makes such a big difference. So yeah, I was really chuffed with that. They seem like nice people. They don't seem to have any social media presence, so I did send them an email telling them to. And I'll tag you and everything. So here's loads of yeah, just loads, and they had like huge amount. I'll show you a little photo I took of their stand. It was there was another bit of the stand, but look. And do a little turny. Do a little turny. Yeah. Look at all that. Whoa. Tufted to high heaven. So that's awesome. So yeah, it's always nice to find someone that you've not seen before and that's doing something else. You're like, whoa, what? Um, so my other bit of haul, we have a bit more of this. Oh, there's terrain to come. There's some good like alien-y ones as well. So an anonymous friend that doesn't like getting credited for anything passed this over to me at the show, which used to be specialise. What were they called? They're in Norwich. It was like the Norwich Tractor Club, and they did the bendy boards, and then they had another company, but Ian at Fenris has got them now. So this is now officially a Fenris thingy. Hey, there's Katie. Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm sure I could grab a bunch off Katie at some point, and then if any of you want stuff, I can whack it in an order. So it's the Becky's Diner. I thought this will be good for some Walking Dead. Let me take the lid off. Little beds. Ah. Oh, I hadn't noticed that. That's some good rust streakage there. Yes. A bit of rust around there too, don't want to manhandle things as I do. So yeah, I got Becky's Diner. Oh look, you can see a little trans thing through there. So that got that. Where am I going to start stacking all of these reveals? Because I've got a lot in bags. I bought way too much from Fred for Freddie, and I was on the train, and I thought, "Oh, I'll manage. I'll wing it. It'll be fine. I'll do the books first because the books are here." So, by the way, I've actually put the Kickstarter in the link in the description this time. Also, wait there 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Who was it mentioned this book? God, the main gets the more excited about the project you get, the bigger the main gets. Um, yes, I actually haven't read this one because I'm waiting for when I do my full Dutch resistance because I got way too into Dutch resistance, but I don't think that is possible. But I because I bought it because I went, hang on, that's Hanny Shaft. But I think they were just getting a variety of pictures for the um of ladies. Um, oh no, reading again. Oh. So I shall be definitely reading this one, but after this Kickstarter because I'm going to do a whole load of where are these going? Of Dutch resistance because it's been the most interesting to me actually. But also, I'm currently it's got a good little arm lean there. So I'm currently again my brain. Um, I missed. What am I currently doing? A Kickstarter on Thursday. So I've got the first 13 that have been sculpted and test cast. I know with the painter, and then I am making while Alan sculpts and Marty does some sketches for me to do the last few. I don't know who's going to be ready for Thursday, so I end up having some sort of just some sketches on the project, but that's fine. It runs for 2 weeks as well, and everyone's spoiled. It's definitely part of everything being really tight at the moment is that you've got to spend before a Kickstarter, and it's so hard because you can't just go, I've got some ideas. Can I have the money for a Kickstarter to then make it happen? You have to have spent a decent amount of money beforehand. But then while you're spending that money, people go, cool, I'll wait till the Kickstarter. So I'm in that weird limbo bit at the moment. And I thought I had all of the English books about Italy in World War II, and someone in the comments mentioned this, and it's relatively new, so I hadn't seen it. because I've got a bunch of stuff in Italian that I've been kind of working my way through, and there's a whole bunch of people in here, which is very exciting. Um, Carla Capone is the Italian person I'll have for this. I've kind of got 1 to 2 in each of each country, but lots of different countries to begin with because I want it to be quite broad. Also, when I was in a bit of a sad for a lot of the week, and I ended up going to Waterstones, going, "What will fix me?" And I decided this one. So when I'm done with the war, I can have a little treat with an entirely different era. Also, I had £10 on my Waterstones card, so it was only £15. Pounds on my Waterstones card, so it was only £15. Yes, that's books ahoy. A bit more coffee. It's so warm. It's like overcast, but really warm. Now I have a million terrain to show you. I'm even gonna take the hair off my neck. It's that warm. Right. So first, I'll buy things, figure out how to transport it later. We got Katie's in my group by the same name, so you could on Facebook, so you could probably message her through there. I haven't got these out since I got back. Hopefully they're all in pretty much one piece. A little goose is bent off there. That's all right. That's the lid. So first up from F for Freddy is a farm. Where does Yes. So this isn't it all. I've got to open another bag. Check this out. Bloody farm. I forgot to check who makes the MDF bits, so I can credit them. Sweet bloody farm. Let me get the rest of the farm. That's there. Scoop back here. Each of these bags. There's the rest of the farm in. What? Some bad Squiddo minis? So included in the farm is Bad Squiddo lady. No, Bad Squiddo. They're cool minis from Bad Squiddo. Um, and a little tractor driver on a Sarissa tractor, which she's built to be on. It's always good to see. Yes. So cute. So cute. So the entire thing, let me dangerously. So the Britcon, it was at Leicester for the first time. Look at it. Um, um, and I made a beeline to F for Freddy. I'm going to rebend some once you see all of this, you'll be very impressed that I got it back on the train. So beautiful. So yeah, I said that whenever I see them, I do some to buy a bunch off them. I said I just need a little stamp that just says "sold to Annie," or like "Annie's got here before you." Annie's got here before you. I'll show you some smaller things, and I've got a really long thing. So this isn't war related, but I saw this and went, "These are perfect." Oh, that reminds me as well. These are perfect for the John Hodgson backdrops. What? So just do this little slopey. So it's just a little set of slopey trees. So it's a little slopey tree. They also had a really nice one with a pond, but I'd overspent by that point. But this is just like 3 layers. So individually they're going to be really good, but you can also, can even raise some up a bit and make this depth. So mind the land army. I go on there. It's fine. Future me will find all the bits of terrain I've stashed. A bit more coffee before we get to the rest. So yeah, Britcon was in Leicester for the first time. Because I think relatively last, look at that cute little bag. So all this terrain is from these folk who probably would be here, but they are currently selling at Britcon because it is a 2-day show, 3-day show, kind of. Um, so brain. So I mostly went. I went for a little bit of a look, but I think if they weren't there, I probably wouldn't have gone because I would have gone. I need to be in full prep. Also, I was meeting up with my good friend Tim, who's maybe watching, maybe not. See, crap. So it was a good combine, and it got me out of the house and out of my going weird in my World War II research. But the big draw for the show for me was F for Freddy because I knew that there'd be a bunch of stuff there that would be really good for my photos. I should probably play some games on these at some point. So yeah, anything else was a bit of a bonus. So that was cool. Where shall I go to next? What's in here? Ruins. Ruins. So the staggered background. So yeah, exactly. That reminds me, I do have a backdrop book to show you. So just some general ruins. The model is from Athena Miniatures, so I went over to him and said, "Is it okay if I use this in my stuff?" He said, "Yep." So it was just a bit of ruin, nice bit of war horror. It's very weird doing World War II things. It's so grim, but also the talking about the aesthetics of stuff, and you're like, oh, this is lovely, isn't it? It's all bombed out. So that's basically I was looking around stuff, going, what can my ladies with their stens go, creeping around like this for sure. So where's that going to go? There. What else is in my bag? I saw this one on their Facebook and went, yeah. Oh, that's we're not in one piece. Ooh, yay! It survived. This is good. So I got a plane crashed in drapery for some of my what was it? Sorry, um, yeah, some of my scooping around, which will also fit with something else that I've got in the coming out of that bag there. Um, so yeah, that's again, it's really cool. Look, a plane has crashed into a building. And these with the new John Hodgson backdrops, it's gonna be ace. I can't bloody put that there. So little secret bunker entrance there. It's mangling minis, yay! Oh, you've missed all of the war. Just for Tara, I won't go through them all again, but I'll show the farm. That's Squiddo Miniatures. What? And we're on to the piece de resistance. Right, this was the hardest to figure out how to transport. Um, oh, yeah. So this is the newish Sarissa Ruin Town thing, but I kind of thought it was a little bit bright. Ooh, oh. So when I saw it on here already assembled, I thought, ooh, because they dirtied it up a bit. And I went, dirtying it up is totally the hack. So this, I've been transporting back from Leicester. I'm just going to tear it out the bags. Now I've got to somehow transport it to the office, but again, it's for future me to worry about. Could have I could cut them off. Got loads to show. I just realised, there's one of the ogres from the Cyclops. One of the Cyclops from the Cyclops Kickstarter. Um, so yeah, so F for Freddy built this, put it onto a base, and just kind of dirtied it up with some tuff and some black spray, and it looks amazing. And again, once you see these backdrops, you'll get why. Yes, Bob's getting it. Bob's getting it. There we go. I didn't break it. What what a treat. I think everyone was a bit concerned when they saw me leaving with the 8 million things, but that's me. Yeah, they've like scuffed up some of the edges, which makes a massive difference. So if I end up doing some myself, look at this. Oh, bags everywhere. Oh, nearly got nearly got the plane. Look at that. So let's have a little peep. So there's the frontage. Now this John Hodgson backdrop here, which I'll show you in a mo. And then the back of it is also cool. I just think it's neat. So that is going to be very useful. I don't know where on earth this is going now, because I need to get a few more other things. Yeah, it's having it just that like it's like they've just dashed it with black, and especially around the edges. Yeah, they've just like kind of just done a bit of filing, bit of just a bit of sort of manking it up, because the print does come out quite bright, so it gets rid of that because it's not then doesn't look like a new built ruin sort of thing. Can you hold those still for me for a sec? Let me put that there. Way. Hey, Chris Webb's here as well. Look at that. Hey, right, that can go there. Someone hold my plane. Put that over there. Because then I've got a couple other things to show you, but I need to get up again because there was no floorage. Wait there. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. With a new build. Yeah, that's what I said, like a folly. So, also, I saw these on the Sarissa stand. Went, they look cool. Um, and they went, here they are, we have them here. And I said, can I just have it? And Dave said, yeah, okay. So I got it for free. Hey! So I should disclose that. Although again, then get Dave in trouble. I said, just have it. Yeah. Yes. There's just some little stands. It's a little cool. Put that there. Obviously not for the war. And then I've got my sample copy. Oh, yes. War ruins. Lots of ruins, endless ruins. So these will be in the Kickstarter and available even if you just want, even if you hate me, you hate my figures, the idea of me makes you want to throw up, you can still get these. Yes, ruins. So they can also be used for all sorts. They're none of them are specific places, just that they're super versatile. Mm. Yeah, just but yeah, it's really oh, it's cool. Like oh, it's bombed out destruction. Oh no, like really. Oh no. Oh, like it's my favourite. So when they're on fire, there's one on fire one, and then it's got the little thanks to any Norman and Kickstarter. Yeah, yeah. So that will be that. It will be £20, same as the rest. And let me see if I can somehow hold everything at once. Let me see. Right, so if I hold that, and not one. Yes. So in a photo, I'd have this. I wouldn't put it right here because you'd want the depth. So that you'd want the camera to focus on this. And you'd probably have this a bit further back. Again, we're cropping. We're imaginary cropping here. Yeah, and then a figure at the front. Looking good. Oh, so these are in A3 as well. So for bigger stuff, you might want to use the A3. Yeah, look at that depth. Yes. Yes. So that's very exciting, isn't it? It's all happening. I've been a bit floppy and struggling a bit, but then I've then gone into the as soon as we've got a week left, sort of mental clock has ticked, and now like now activate all of the things mode. So I've been doing all that sort of stuff. I've also, in a totally unrelated I've been harvesting lavender from my garden, and I got these little lavender things. Well, lavender. If anyone UK, I'd assume I wouldn't want to post it outside of the UK. And when the UK wants some lavender, their order, let me know. I'll put some lavender in. It's so nice. I've got so much of it. This is only a bit. This is my little trial. I'll trial lavender. Man, Darren. Okay, right. What else? What else? So much to tell. John has been painting some of the minis. Let's do John Morris. So these are so cool. I'll show you. Which is the best one to show on the screen? Maybe that one because it's a bit lighter. Its hands are so big. Perfect. I love what he's done with the leather there. Yes. Isn't that so cool? Oh no, you can see my 67%. I've got that all day now. um, imagine fresh minis arriving and the box smells nice. Yeah, exactly. Little lavender in there after it's been seized at customs. We've also got Pearl with Ringtone. She is there. She is fierce. Off she goes. Will focus on her? Probably. There we are. Yes. So these are all very exciting. I think John's a bit ill, but he's painting through it in fear. Gosh, there's stuff everywhere now. It's all these torn bag frenzy. Progress with the Kickstarter. Yeah, I think I'm on track. I think I'm on track. So yeah, there'll be the book, the minis, the rollies, the base rollers, which I did buy some green stuff yesterday at the show because I still haven't actually personally tried out my new tank track things. I've just heard that they're good, so I'm going to make sure that they're very good before I get to put them on the website. On the website on the Kickstarter. So they are Rolltex, my own product. So they're only available exclusive Bad Squiddo Rolltex technology of Panzer and Sherman tracks. And then if they work and you like them, can do some more. Yes. I get to. I hope it doesn't rain. I get to go outside and watch a bunch of bands soon, which will be really lovely. Although I did think I could bring one of my war books. Just some bands on I'm not that bothered about. So read some war books. Hey, no, stop it. Ooh. Other shenanigans. Oh, I got in so I got in a big kickoff on the bot action group because I posted a link to my. So I posted a link. It just had the artwork, so it didn't have the minis on there. It was just one of the teaser posters. And I thought, yeah, Kickstarter coming soon. Who's hyped? I'm hyped. Well, who's that in the blue dress? Oh yeah, so Agent O. Agent O finally got some concept art because I was really struggling. Thank you to Bob, and there was somebody else whose name I've forgotten that's really helped out. And then Marty put that all together. So it's Zoe taking off her flight suit to reveal her dress underneath because she did parachute in a dress. And I've been talking to author Claire Mully, who's also her biographer, and she's very excited. And then she shared it and said it was very cool yesterday. So, now, no pressure, Alan, but the mini has to live up to this. Um, so so I shared, yeah, the art. It's got the artwork of that and the artwork of Simone, and I just put who's right, and then I just got loads of people all going like, "What is this bollocks?" Someone had put, "Oh, the word anti-fascist in the link tells me all I need to know about this rubbish." Wait, what? What? And then there's just all this stuff, and it was, when you're like, "Oh, the wrong people have seen this." Um, and I don't know if it was the time that I'd posted it. I seemed to get more Americans. Not to say it seemed to be the American time because I did click on a bunch of their profiles and they did all have "Make America Great Again" on their profiles and stuff. Not to assume, but I went, yeah, there you go. So there was just a whole bunch of them all going like, yeah, this is absolute. How dare she be bringing politics into? And I was And I've had this project has just had this the whole time, and I'm expecting that, but I'm also expecting other people going, "Oh yeah, this is cool. What are you doing, you absolute Nazis?" And they weren't there. I think because I think people were in bed or something. So it was just like someone then had, it's like one seems to get away with it, and then more sort of dogpiling. And luckily, it was just about the time my mood had switched back to like into let's do this instead of sadness. So yeah, I was just going, what? And yeah, the one was like hard pass, no. I'm like, but I didn't show any of the If I showed the minis, you then have a free pass because you can say the minis are crap, I don't like them. But it was like, you're not liking the concept of women anti-fascists and the war. But the term anti-fascist really seems to bother some people. And like that was literally what was used. What? Yeah, and then one guy was like, as far as if I know correctly, the owner of this company is actually a member of very extreme far left communist groups. It's like, no, I'm not. What? What is this? So yeah, it just kind of kept, and then someone else appeared, and then it all got really nasty. I posted something like, I just shared it because I know I've got fans in here that'd be interested, but I guess they're all on holiday or something. It's like, oh my god, the mods! I have such a not negative view on mods. I've had so many bad issues through Facebook groups where something very obviously wrong is happening, and a moderator said to me like, "Oh, you're just kicking off. What are you doing?" So I don't even think to report anything anymore. And I forgot that there are good mods in the Bolt Action group, so they did actually go a bit later on when they did see it, went and deleted it all and sent me a message and went, "Yeah, we're not." No. Um, but it was just like, yeah, it's just so bad. So like, it was bad anyway. But it's like, but what? Yeah, how dare you? How dare you try and bring anti-fascism into our World War II game? So I know I'm going to get loads more of it, and I've had it for say each time I post something on this now. So anything to do with this project, right? Just so you know, this is what's happening. I post an image and a little bit of information about a lady, and then I get such and such has commented on your post, and I'm clicking it like this. And then if it's someone going, "Hey, this looks cool," I'm like, "Oh, thank you, yes." But I've built up a tolerance over some years for this sort of thing. But well, I'm used to people kicking off because they're women, but they seemed more upset that the partisans, resistance, and anti-fascists were anti-fascist. That threw me a little bit. Um, but luckily, I'm in that mood where I'm like, as Mangling Gimini says, if you're ignoring the Nazis, you're doing something right. Yes. So if those people are getting really annoyed by it, then gave me the spurn on absolutely to just be like, yes, this is even more why we need to do this. We're not just. I don't know. Are people playing World War II without even thinking about what's happening? Are they just units to them? Because like other people make partisans and don't get any of this. But because I'm specifically going, yes, these were anti-fascists that hated their Nazis because the Nazis were really bad. Rather than going, hey, look, it's a cool guy in a flat cap with a shotgun sort of thing. Is that it? I don't know. But it's even more reason to post reading roulette. There was a point where I woke up and it said, "You have 5 comments in the Bolt Action group." I was like, none of these are gonna be good. None of them are gonna be good. So yeah, I just kind of like going, sorry, I didn't realise there were so many actual Nazis here. So that was fun. What else has happened in the week? Nearly at the end of all the. I'm like, what else have I got to show them? Show you that. I'll show you the Agent Zoe painting by Marty. Go. We got Martin Whitmore. Martin Whitmore. It's currently doing a Dutch Resistance trio artwork of Freddie, Hanny, and Truce. So I'm doing a lot of. That's just absolutely how I'm so excited to be showing off what these people have been up to. It's just again, the world's going to crap, and the more you can tell about tell people about stuff that, so not just women, it's just because I focus on women, but what people have done to resist this sort of nonsense in the past. So there we are. There is Agent Though. Lot of discussions about the shovel yesterday. So the British entrenching tool is basically like a pickaxe. But I just, for working as a figure, I'm like the little, it's because it's that, like, it's symbolic, because also she had a coat and a cardigan. I'm like, well, if I have all of that on the figure, it's a lot. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to have one of the smaller sort of spade types. Maybe she had both. So we after a whole check through all of the different entrenching tools yesterday, I went, just go for a little spade. It'll be fine. That'll be the thing that ruins it. But yeah, it's just a nice little thing. So I'm very excited. Yeah, I hope it goes really well. If you haven't signed up, go to the, oh yeah, I've got one more thing to show you. Go to the link in the description. I have actually got it here. Also, I've been promoting this Cyclops Kickstarter, which you might have thought was out of the blue. Like, why is she promoting this random Cyclops thing? So I'm doing this as a favour. This is a non-monetary favour to got there. I'm just looking at there. To Darren. Look at that. So Darren Edwards sculpted technically my first ever miniature, which was Baggy the Bag, the little dice holder. Then he did Baggy Squiddo launcher, and then he's done all of the baggies. He did the conversions for the first load of the Warpeak stuff, so like the Cappy. So all the animals were done by Joe, and then all of the guns and changey bits were all done by Darren. So like the gun and the little Peeg bit of the Cappy cannon, all that. So I worked down for ages. He's always got his own ideas, but struggles to get them into get someone else to make them. So Great Escape Games are helping him sort of build his own brand sort of thing, and then I helped them as well. So look how big he is. This is so cool. So yeah, it's a favour. Say a favour to little Darren. I think he's older than me, but it's one of those where, like, little Darren, and you get a massive chunk of resin. Look at that. And then this is one that's got a few more pieces. There's always. I might make a sort of trenchy one, seeing as trenches is all about trench. But he's the guy on the Kickstarter that's got the, like, sort of hands. So yeah, big guy. That hole there is just because he has a skull that plugs into that. People were really not getting how big they are. So yeah, my help on that is I photographed them and I tidied tidied up the Kickstarter and did a lot of the graphics and stuff like that for it. And it actually got me out of my sort of, because it was a whatever you can do to help thing. But it got me out of my funk because it got me in the Kickstarter frame of mood. So I just randomly one evening went, hey, do you want to look at your Kickstarter? Look, it looks really good now. So yeah, look at that. So he's well chuffed because he's made it. And it's on for another 2 weeks. So if you feel like ogre cyclops that are basically, yeah, they're giants. So yeah, they're cool. Check them out. I don't have a link. If you look on my social media, I shared them everywhere. It's Darren Edwards Cyclops, but with an E, which is the plural, cyclops. I don't know how it's pronounced, but it is the plural. So yeah, that's cool. So it's all been happening, Well, in the background, also working on some of the Trench Crusade backdrop bits as well, but it is running out of time to talk about that. So the only thing that exists is Women of Resistance World War II launches Thursday. I haven't chose a time yet, maybe 7. Remember what time I do Kickstarters? 7 seems good enough that you've got in from work and you can, like, go, yeah, got in from work, had your tea. Is that about right? 7. Remember what time I do Kickstarters? 7 seems good enough that you've got in from work and you can, like, go, yeah, got in from work, had your tea. Is that about right? Cyclopses. I also was chatting to Sarissa because I will be going there to do a bunch of photos with them as well. And they're going, you keep saying that, but I don't have any painted figures yet. So I can't do anything super fancy. But I'm going to get some off John next week. I might paint a couple here. And I've sent, I forgot to actually reply to the email, but I have shipped one to Jill and one to Peter Bryan as well. But I've got a couple more. So if any of you in the UK, just because it'll get there, want a figure, and we'll paint it in the next like week or two. Let me know. I can send you a little mini. Right, that's it. I'm gonna go have some breakfast. So they're looking at the bread. Yeah, the bread's probably okay. And then find some sort of energy to go and do some jigs. And then it's back to the war. A little break from the war. Hey, there you are. Hey. Can't remember what I sent you. I think. And Marguerite Strongchime, I think. Can't remember. I was in the rush when I was like, oh, the postman's coming. You have that. So I hadn't actually emailed you all. So Katie's off to Britcon today. Go if you go over to F for Freddy. tell them I've been bigging them up, and showing off, and all the things are not broken. And check these folk as well. What was it? Pemberley Scenics. They're next to F for Freddy, which is very handy. They've got some cool bits. Yes, Pandemonium. I was going to message you actually, but I just assumed you were mega busy. So that'd be ace. Don't know why that face. Right, I've somehow got to have energy for a festival, so I will catch you all later, and I'll see you in the week. And I was going to say I'm not apologizing. I am merely stating that I will be spamming the world with the Kickstarter. So there, and if you see it, share it, comment. Um, all that jazz. Sharing helps, especially if people want to share them so I don't have to places like the Bolt Action groups and maybe Chain of Command. That would be ace as well. So then it's not me sharing it. All right. I'm also I did promise I was gonna do all these little videos, so that's still on the agenda to be like, did you know that this figure killed Nazis? Get out of here with your politics, you crazy pink. I've got kind of yellowy hair at the moment, so I don't know how that fits into their thing. Right, I'm gonna go. Bye. Thank you. You're cool.